All right, we're joined tonight by head coach Kyle Smith. A couple quick notes. Mohamed Gay going 9 of 9. He's just the second Coug in the last since 1996 to go perfect 9 of 9 or better. The other being Aaron Baines in 2007. He did it 3 times. Cougs are now 4 of 5 against Oregon State at home and have won 3 straight at home against the Beavers. We'll let Coach give an opening statement and then open it to questions.
Thought that was we played really well. I think Oregon State's a team that's actually been playing well, coming on with their young guys. They had a nice win against SC, and we just opened up the game really good defensively those first. And then it helps when you start 8 for 8 from 3. That's gonna, and it was hard to sustain that, but we played pretty well. We had a couple mental errors second half, but overall played really well. They did a great job keeping us off the glass, if that was really being nitpicky, but really good quality. Felt like we played really well.
Coach, what specific things helped your team start so fast?
The ball went in the basket, the most obvious. But we were our guys are just sharp on. We didn't know Washington will play zone more, but also match up and mix their defense. Oregon State's kind of the same way, and Oregon's going to be a little similar, all little different variations. So I thought against Washington, we were thinking too much, and it seemed like we just came out and moved the ball better. And it always helps to be lying to say when you see the ball go in the basket, it kind of gets your team confident, and we did that, and we guarded well to start the game too. So getting up 11-0 was big. Saw the ball go in the basket, but we're sharing the ball. Mo was awesome, but really in the middle of the zone, making right decisions, and played really well.
What specifically did you see from Mo today? And I guess, do you keep track of that 9 for 9 throughout the game, or when do you find that out?
When I look at the stat sheet, that's it. I didn't know, but I just know that we like to play through them. We put them all over the floor, whether it's low post, the elbow, high post, on the side. Put him in a lot of pick and roll situations, but also put him where he can turn and face. And he's really developed as a passer and driver. So he draws a lot of attention, and he's learned to make the right plays. Like he really slowed himself down. Where he came a couple plays where he drove, he came to a 2-foot stop, kind of paused, and he hit JP in the corner for a 3 early in the game. But that just kind of gives your team confidence, knowing your best player is going to make good, solid, unselfish decisions.
And your bench only scored 6, but still provided some relief. What did you see from your bench today?
It was funky. I thought they tried to define the role. The starters got off to a good start, and there was this long stretch in the first half where I don't think we subbed to like 10.5 minutes left, so we kind of got them all came in there at the same time, and we got a little, and I kind of like to bleed them in there a little more, but better the second half. And I thought really Kamani just played the right way, did a good job, and we need him to keep coming. And this part of the year for freshmen, they go one of two ways, and he just needs to take care of the ball, and he did a good job. And I thought Dylan took 2 charges and got a couple rebounds and missed that layup, but he came back. He just gives you a little punch. And then Jabe's always been steady. He made some really good passes. Guys missed a couple shots, but he hit a 3 and played really solid. So, we didn't have AD. He's got his hand. Hopefully, gets better. I don't know if we'll have him Sunday, but Jack was ready to go. Gave us a little minutes at the end of the half. But if we got in foul trouble, we were ready to unleash the beast there. But the starting group played really well.
Obviously, a lot of the focus on this game will be offense, but defensively, what was the game plan coming in, and how did you feel that was executed? We
want to do a good job on Pope, because he could hit 6 threes if you're not wide, like he did against Colorado, and he's a guy we recruited out of high school, so we were very prepared for him. And Taylor, who's he's a contact seeker, and DJ did a really good job of give him an offensive board to him early, and I think it might have been an and one, but he took charges on him and kept those two at bay a little bit, and really it was their bench that came in and hurt us. The 2 young freshmen, Bilodeau and Rataj, if I'm saying that right, they did a good job, but our defense was good, really early, especially really good.
You controlled a double-digit lead for 34 minutes. How kind of satisfying is it to see that, even when they make those little rallies and you just kind of stay up comfortably like that? The
positive of this team, and like I said, retaining as many guys as we can, because that's kind of what you want to do. If you don't, we'll figure it out. but just the nature of college basketball. But I think this group's led, like I said, they're a running football team. They're a Big Ten football team. Like, we can get a lead, we'll play with a lead. That's hard to do. It's easy to play from behind, and it's easy to get down and then play, rally and have some juice and spurts. But this team's pretty consistent. A couple games like UCLA weren't able to hold on, but I think we led almost the whole Washington game last game, all of this game. We've got off to good starts even down in Southern California. SC, we led a lot of that game, and so that's to me that's always a good sign, of a team that's hard to do, just hard to do to get leads, and especially on the road and stuff like that. So playing at home, it's great.
And just these games with Washington playing one of your better defensive games today, one of the better offensive games, and just how crucial is it to get the momentum like this and kind of playing?
Just want to be playing your best when late in February. I think we've been able to. Our first year we were playing well late. Last year, obviously, we played well late, and hopefully we do this year. I think some of it, unfortunately, has been just getting healthy, and I felt like DJ and Andre are old and experienced, and Andre had been battling health deals. We didn't have DJ down in L.A. I think he's over his little illness and that, and he played great, and it's just nice to see that they got a confidence about him just from the experience and pride in the program, and they're not going to let you down too much. I thought they played really well tonight.
Anything else for Coach?
I asked Mo about this already, but the turnaround jumper that he hit was a little further outside, I felt, than a lot of the ones he's been pulling up for. Is that something that you've been focusing on, like extending his range?
You know what? He works on it at all aspects, and he's grown so much in 2 months where he was. I remember at Boise just trying to convince him to turn face and try to don't be afraid. Just you're good. Start with that, catch and shoot and drive by a guy. But they call it charge when he's blown by a guy today. But he's just got a lot of things he can. I try to give him some guys to emulate, and like Rasheed Wallace, who had a nice little turnaround, kind of long, lanky 4-man like that could score from all areas. And he's it's amazing because it's really his 4th year really playing real basketball. So. He's where he's come from. Obviously, has eye-popping talent, but he's getting the experience, and experience is catching up to his talent. It's neat to see.
What goals did you have for the team entering the season that you've seen come to fruition, and what are you looking forward to in this final stretch?
Goals are always to improve year over year, and I felt fully healthy, and I think we're NIT Final Four team. I think we ended up 44 in the palm or net, somewhere around there, and we're not there. But we're top 70, 65 team in the palm in there. So we got some room to keep improving. Always want to be a postseason team, but that's going to be challenging. We have to get to 500, so that would be have to keep going. But you're still alive for NCAA tournament, and I feel like we've obviously proven we can play with every team in this league. An opportunity to beat UCLA here. They're in first, right? They're pretty good, and compete. So we can compete with anybody. Can we do it for 3 to 4 nights in a row? That we'll see. That'll be a big challenge, but just keep getting better. I feel like we have, and we will.